I'm wondering why you didn't go into like the big Among Us phase, unless you did. Did you? You
No,
didn't.
I hate that game.
Yeah,
I
I
hate
hate
that
that
very
game
much.
too.
Because people suspect you of doing that there. Outside of it, he can get away with it.
No, I will say,
it's brilliant.
the whole Among Us craze, I think that game is garbage because nobody plays it honestly. The thing about Among Us is, if you go into it and from the word go, you're trying to cause problems, even if you're on the side of the non-evil people, even if you're not a traitor and you're like being suspicious on purpose, it's random. It's random bullshit. You have to go in earnestly, and like, I would constantly be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm just doing this. I'm clearing the trash. And people will be like, are you clearing the trash? That took way too long. That's not how long it takes to clear the trash. Why are you saying? And I'm like, I get that you're suspicious of everyone, but I'm honestly, like, I'm trying not to be suspicious. And like, there's no moment in that game where you can ever just think that anyone's doing anything sincerely. It's not fun for just random bullshit to happen. And at the end of the game, you're like, oh, well, this person was actually not a traitor, but they helped the traitors the whole time. And it's like,
The game was fun early on, but once everyone got established, knew what they were doing, and had like their "I'ma just fuck around" mindsets, it got that way. I will say, I had a moment where I was the traitor. I got pretty much caught red-handed killing somebody. And in the meeting, someone was like, yeah, Wade was near this person. And I was like, all right, you got me. I spawned in. I went down to try to kill someone in electrical. No one was there. So I came back around, went into the meeting room, saw so-and-so by the thing, killed him, went to walk out of the room. You walked in and saw me. And they were like, okay, so he's not the traitor. Then who did it? And I was like, I literally did it. That's how it happened. They're like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. You're just trying to die. No, it must have been someone else. And nobody voted for me. I then won the match, and everyone couldn't believe how brilliant I was just telling them how I did the kill. So sometimes honesty won in that game.
No, I totally understand. Like, it's very much that mindset where when you do the streamer life and the streamer grind set, and you're on hour 800 of your thousandth Among Us game, and you know every single frame of every single animation in there, and you know exactly where your mouse needs to be for every pixel. I just, anytime you get to that I hesitate to say the term good at a game, it does kind of ruin the fun for everybody.
Well, and then there's like the whole winning aspect versus having fun aspect.
and maybe I'm too deceitful of a person, because everyone always suspects me in games like that where you can lie, and that's the whole thing. People tend to suspect me, right? Because they're like, oh, he's a good liar. And sometimes I do just make the choice where I'm like, I'm going to be purely, earnestly good and not deceive anyone. And the whole time I answer honestly, but people don't, I don't know. It's hard to enjoy that because I feel like, oh, I'm playing a role, and everyone's just like, I think this for no apparent reason. You're evil. And then you don't even, why do I even talk? You don't listen to me. Anyway.
You know what? Among Us is hypocritical. It calls itself Among Us, but there's no us. It's always I versus them and you. This should be called Among I. Hypocritical game. Right, guys? Did I do it?
No, I don't think so, man. Just like people in Among Us when they're accusing others. You're a hypocritical.
Wait, guys, don't vote me. No.